My name is Scott Brothers, and I will be presenting today on the CourtShip displays of Schizocosa ocreata. Spiders are a group of arthropods that have segmented bodies within their cephalothorax and their abdomen, which is found with a hard chitinous body and exoskeleton. All legs are jointed, and the most key defining characteristic of spiders are that they do have 8 legs. Additionally, spiders have anywhere from 6 to 8 eyes depending upon the species of spiders. And these eye patterns are how they are grouped into families, as can be seen in the image here. Based upon the pattern and complexity of the eyes are how we identify them taxonomically by their family. All spiders are predatory, and then from there we're able to group males and females separately based upon the presence of their pedipalps, which males have. It's a type of sex organ that the spermatophores are stored on, and females do not have present. The specific organism of study here is going to be Schizocosa ocreata. It's most commonly known as the brush-legged wolf spider because of its distinct dark-colored fur-like coverings around the legs. They range throughout all of North America, preferring woodland habitats. Specifically, you'll see them in deciduous forest. The family is going to be Lycosidae, which is basically how we call it a wolf spider, and they were originally described by Hintz in 1844. There are currently 3 theories about the evolution of courtship in spiders. The 3 theories were originally put forth to try and describe why we're seeing this behavior within male spiders. Montgomery in 1910 originally believed it evolved from a self-defense, and the movements were basically the excitement of the male upon being with the female present or a larger organism coming into contact with it. This was, of course, very hard to prove and is not considered the main theory. We also have Berlin, who arose in 1922, who considered courtship basically the excitement of the male upon discovering the female. He later changed in 1927 to be basically a physiological explanation, but it's rather unsupported as there's not much evidence to go with this theory. What's currently believed is Bristow's theory in 1929, where he argues courtship behaviors evolved based upon chemotactic searching, movements, and cues by the females. This is most likely, as it looks like it is a multi-module cue that males and females both behave upon. Wolf spiders have cuticular hydrocarbons, which are waterproof hair-like substances made from their chitinous exoskeleton, which cover these hair-like structures. They have been identified as sources of significant sex pheromones in spiders, specifically in the case of S. ocreata. These hydrocarbons convey species-specific information about female mating status and dietary history, which serve as honest indicators of her current state. Research has not conclusively explored the male chemical cues and the possible signaling capabilities of the hairs on the males, but it is evident that the female spiders do display preference on males based upon how familiar they are with the male in previous matings or meetings, as well as the presence of these tufts on the male's forelegs. It's crucial when looking at them because males or females do have a preference in the male's size of tufts. Basically, the smaller tuft males, there is less preference than with larger tuft males. Females will generally exhibit heightened preference for these larger tuft males, and exposure also affects females' choosiness during mating, as the familiarity with certain tuft sizes will influence their receptibility of other males. Here I have a video of male wolf spider mating, where we see the male drumming and doing vibratory signals to signal to other males he is present, as well as alert females of his presence, where he's basically running around the leaf creating vibratory signals, as well as fanning out his palps to make himself larger and doing an intricate type of dance. Males are more likely to exhibit courtship behavior in response to other males in the area, as well as videos shown of males that engage in similar activities, suggesting that these males can eavesdrop on the sound to locate females or to court. While females do absorb this courtship dance, she also absorbs other cues from him, such as size and looking at his tough side. Below we have a chart showing the different types of vibratory signals within spider species. Here we have S. ocreata, which, as we saw earlier in its drumming, it's kind of low drumming followed by large burst in a continued pattern. They've kind of charted out all the different vibratory signals of the Lycosidae family, or the wolf spider family, to try and develop a phylogeny and evolution. But as we can see, there is some similarity, and these are the proposed evolutionary traits of this vibratory signal of each family present. As I alluded to earlier, size plays a crucial role in the survival of the males, as smaller males face a higher risk of attack and cannibalization by females. Females typically range from about 0.29 to 0.041 inches within total body length, while males are much smaller at 0.24 to 0.39 inches in total body length. Larger males are more likely to be able to mate and outcompete these smaller males when in close proximity to females, as the smaller males typically will perform their courtship and either attempt to mate or be outright attacked or immediately be cannibalized after the copulation. In these courtships, female preference is wholeheartedly agreed upon. Females are more receptive to familiar mates. They choose based upon features they have either previously mated with or have seen. Tough size and the phenotypes of males greatly influence their choice, as well as the vibratory signals. The larger tough males do show to have this increased chance of mating, as it is typically associated with larger males. There are typically two types of copulation approached by the males, which we see in coercive, which involves the males biting and injecting venom into females. This then bitten female will quickly fall into a state of immobility, during which the males will copulate with them. This is typically seen in the smaller males, as they will perform the courtship. She will go to attack. They will basically then bite her, causing scar tissue on the female and copulate. While the larger males can also do this, it's typically like a sneaker tactic of the males to get in their copulation and spread their spermatophores or sperm to the females to increase their fitness. As I mentioned previously, there is sexual cannibalism, where the females become aggressive towards the males after or during copulation. If they become too aggressive, the males can, of course, inject venom in order to reduce the possibility of post-mating cannibalism. But most of the time, the females kind of look at this as, we're going to mate, and then I'm going to get some food. As I kind of mentioned previously, there is evolution within courtship. We saw it specifically in the vibratory signals of the Lycosidae family. Here is a much larger possible phylogeny of courtship across the spider order, Rania. Spiders do have different courtships and threat displays. Jumping spiders, or salticids, actually don't have a threat display that has been observed. So this is where this phylogeny tree is coming from. They're suggesting that courtship has evolved and it's not based upon threat displays. We do see that most major spider families have some type of courtship behavior, either in dancing or their web designs. It does alter between the web building spiders and the hunting spiders, which the hunting spiders are going to be the wolf spiders and the jumping spiders. As they don't build webs, they basically have to run around and try to find the females. We don't have an exact evolutionary history over time, but there is a likely relationship, which is shown in this chart to the right. In conclusion, Bristow's theory, which is there are multiple chemotactic cues, is most supported, and we do see female choice is prevalent. Males have adapted, and females are able to read cues, as well as males will read cues from females, and this is what mostly leads to copulation and improving fitness and survivability of the spider. Below I have my works cited, and if there are any questions, I will take them now.